Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Today's the anniversary of Cliff Burton's death, and I originally was not going to make a video about this, but the more I thought about it today, I told myself, if I'm going to make a video about Cliff Burton, I don't want to sit here and just talk about him and be sad, because it is a sad day for Metallica fans, but I didn't want to do that. I would rather honor him, and what better way, in my personal opinion, to honor the man is listen to one of the greatest Metallica songs ever written that he is heavily featured in, which is Metallica's Orion. So, yes, we can feel sad, we can, feel depressed about it if we want, but I think we need to take some time out of today and listen to this song and really embrace what Cliff Burton brought to the band and really enjoy this fucking song because it is amazing. Now, this is a remastered version that sounds pretty damn good in my personal opinion. I discovered over a year ago. The bass is higher in the mix. I will link in the description at the very top if you guys want to go check it out there first. But I'm going to get into it now. I'm going to listen to it, and I'm really going to take in the song because, why not? So, in honor of Cliff, let's get into it. Metallica Orion. Let's get into it and listen to fucking Cliff Burton. Let's go. What I also like about what this guy did, not only did he remaster it and make it sound, in my personal opinion, better with the bass higher in the mix, is that he added some really cool space visuals, which is pretty cool. I just love the intro. I'm ready for it to kick in. I love it when it kicks in, the drums. I love it. I love it. So some of you might say that the bass is too loud, but I think it's okay for today, okay? I think it's okay. I'm ready for that part to kick in. You know the part after this. I'm ready for it. Sounds so fucking good. This riff right here, this riff right here, this one, fucking love it. Love that visual too. That's pretty cool. Love that transition, just right back to it. If you listen really close, you can hear where Cliff slowly changes the riff slightly under like guitar parts. It's very apparent whenever you listen to or like watch someone play on Guitar Hero Metallica, which I did. I played Bass Expert, and just the little subtle changes that Cliff added in that you can't hear. It's very hard to hear, but it's there. You can hear it a little bit with this enhanced version. Get good headphones, listen to it on the original channel. You'll be able to hear like the little stuff that Cliff adds in that makes it like stand out. Sorry I talked over all that Kirk Hammett stuff, but we're here for Cliff today. fucking love this part. When Cliff's playing by himself, which I told myself to shush there, every time it sounds beautiful. It never gets old. Metallica needs to play this more often. I'm just saying. They played it a lot compared to, you know, other instrumentals, but they still need to play it more. Cliff adds some more stuff here too. Just that little things, those little things. Yeah. Man. I'm just waiting for the fucking solo, dude. The solo just... Once again, the visuals are awesome. Woo! Yeah! What I like also is that he added the intro, he extended the intro, the outro, excuse me, at the end here. It's pretty cool. Instead of it fading out like usual, he keeps it a little bit longer. And I think it ends it the way the middle section kind of comes in. You'll see what I mean. If you listen to the closer here, you can hear him sliding. Right here. This right here. That ending there, he's sliding there. It's hard to hear because it was gone when they would fade it out. But if you listen to on the original channel I linked you guys, at the end there, get good headphones, you can hear him sliding while playing that riff. It sounds like a slide to me. It's just fucking cool. So there you have it. You know, I've heard the song, I would say, hundreds of times. Probably more than, obviously more than 100 times. Probably more than 200. Probably more than 300 times. it never gets old. It never does. And I remember that when I discovered this version, I typed in Metallica Orion, and it popped up as one of the top features. I'm like, remastered, huh? Because I've heard a lot of remasters on YouTube where people just kind of, they try to make the album sound better. Hit and miss. But this guy, he's done some great remasters of stuff, and I'm not exactly sure how. I'm assuming he took the Guitar Hero Metallica tracks, like, because if any song that was placed on Guitar Hero Metallica was able, like, you were able to kind of make the bass go higher, turn down the vocals entirely, all this kind of stuff. Basically, there's a lot of stuff you could go in and just you can make your instrument sound louder or lower in the mix. You can just change it all up. So I'm assuming that's what he pulled all of the individual tracks from Orion and kind of, did some mastering, or just kind of made the bass sound louder, but not too much to the point, because there's a lot of bass higher in the mix remasters, especially for Injustice for All, where it's too loud. And even on the previous records like Master, Riot, Kill, it's just too loud, and it sounds muddy. But in this instance, I think this guy did a really great job with it. But yeah, Cliff. I almost went with Anesthesia. But I wanted to focus on honoring the band too, because they went through, they're still going through stuff after Cliff's death, and they've obviously never forgotten him. I mean, Rob, now on the tour, he is, during his bass solo section, he's playing Anesthesia. Like, that's what he's doing. And it's honoring Cliff, and it makes sense. I mean, you gotta honor the man, because Cliff added something to this band that was unique. He brought in Anesthesia on their first full-length album. He had a song dedicated to himself, and Lars came in to help out with, towards the end, with a drum pattern, drum beat, whatever you want to call it. But if they got I think if they would have gotten anybody else instead of Cliff when they first started, we would not have gotten Anesthesia Pulling Teeth. We would have not gotten the Call of Cthulhu as it is, and we would definitely not have Orion. So the fact that they got Cliff added a whole new dynamic. And it's always been asked and stuff by people asking me, and then just hearing people ask it in general to anybody who's a Metallica fan. How do you think Metallica would be different if Cliff never died? Like, if Cliff never died, where would the band be at? There's no telling. But I think that Injustice for All would be a completely different record in terms of, obviously, production, but I think that there'd be a lot more bass stuff that continuing forward. Like, he would constantly be featured like he was on the first 3 records. So, yeah. But, I still look up to him, and it's weird because he's a bass player, but he, on top of the fact that James Hetfield inspired me, but he also inspired me to pick up that guitar over there and play. And yeah, it's kind of a bass player, yeah, because he was so fucking epic. He was so good at what he did. And he wrote the section at the end of Welcome Home Sanitarium. That part where the song basically ends and it comes back with that melody. Cliff wrote that on guitar. He wrote that part. It's like, and there's no photos, but apparently Cliff played it on guitar to show James and Kirk, hey, I wrote this part. Hey. So, I mean, I would have loved to see a picture of that, but yeah. But Cliff will be missed. He's always, he'll always be missed. So, but there you have it, guys. Metallica Orion in honor of Cliff Burton. Curious to know, what are you guys doing today on Cliff's passing, the anniversary? Have you listened to previous Metallica records with him included? Have you listened to particular songs? Whatever it is, I'm curious to know what you guys have been doing today on the anniversary of his death. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Rest in peace, Cliff Burton. Peace out, guys.